Hey, Bill, stop playing with the cable. Hi. Good day, fellow cinema nerds and geek gamers of the internet. You're watching Deano Reviews. I'm reviewing, like I'm advertising it, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Yes, hopefully that's visible enough. Is it? I don't know. Who cares? Stop playing with the cable, cat. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. Should I cut that out? No. Anyway, today we'll talk about Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Hope you all had a happy Halloween. It's been a while. 27 days. Yes. Yeah, okay. I saw Moana yesterday. I saw it's not actually out in the UK yet, but I got to see an early screening of it. I'll talk about that tomorrow. Brilliant, by the way. But everyone else if you watch an American review, you know that by now. But I watched this a few days ago, Fantastic Beasts, and many people have watched it by now because it's out everywhere, to my knowledge. I don't know. And before I get into it, if it's part of something I know of, like a franchise or something, I'll give my thoughts on that. This is obviously a spin-off, prequel-ish to the Harry Potter franchise. Am I a fan of the Harry Potter franchise? Yes, I'd say so. I'm not like an ultra mega super fan who got all the memorabilia or something, whatever. I know every single dialogue, every single character, every single foreshadow, blah blah blah. Read the books. No, I, as a kid, David Tennant being my hero, the first Harry Potter film I watched was Goblet of Fire, just because I knew he was in it. I like most of the time wasn't really focused or concentrated on it much, and I didn't know what was going on because it was like. Actually, it's like Prisoner of Azkaban. The fourth one. I forgot which number it was. The fourth one. So obviously, even if I did concentrate, I didn't watch the previous three, so I didn't know what was going on. But I remember enjoying it. I remember thinking the dragons was cool. I was like 7 at the time. So actually, no. Before that, my neighbour said, "Hey, would Luke like to go see Prisoner of Azkaban with us?" So with her and her kids, me being 4 or 5 or something like that, went and saw Prisoner of Azkaban, and I was a wimp, still pretty much a wimp, and the bit when the auntie, blows up, that scared the hell out of me, and I cried there and then. Next thing I remember, she bought me a McDonald's, and my mum doesn't really talk to my neighbour anymore, but yeah, maybe that's why, because I've written Prisoner of Azkaban for her and her kids, and she got me a McDonald's anyway. At least that's how I remember how it went. But after that, it was maybe like a year ago, or it was quite a while ago, I finally caught up on all the Harry Potter films. I own them all. Because thanks to my college, I got to go to the Harry Potter tour. That was brilliant. Just the fact that I was in front of the props that I watched there, and the costumes I watched on my TV, and I was now like a couple centimeters in front of them, was amazing. And I took a picture. I took like 100 pictures. I would slice them in, but that would take ages. But just know I went wearing an orange blazer and a scarf. I looked a bit weird, but I was surrounded by wands and wizardry and stuff, so I didn't look that out of place compared next to all the bright, colourful costumes. And yeah, as a geek and a person who does like the Harry Potter films, it was great. I saw you got to press a button and baby Voldemort breathed. I took a picture of all the Hagrid stuff. Man, the doors opened. I was in the hall. That was probably the best moment. Just the doors. This is it. I'm in the hall. The bloody hall itself. I don't know why where the tables are, and they eat, and all the costumes, Dumbledore, all of them, and it was great. They even had a thing, R.I.P. Alan Rickman. It was awesome. I didn't do the wand, where you pay to have someone show you how just to do this with a wand, no, or just sit on a broom and have a green screen because that's expensive. But I also got actually, this since we're doing it. Sorry, Bill. I know you're very comfortable. Stay there for just 1 sec. Let's see here. Yeah. Don't fall over. Excuse me, Bill. No, don't sit on the chair. There you go. Flashing the camera. I bought this with my birthday money once, the Elder Wand. And I brought it with me, which was quite fun. Yeah. Just thinking, I just hold this. Yes, I've attended. Ew. But yes, that was great. And also they told me that's where they filmed Fantastic Beasts. Said, oh yeah, we filmed Fantastic Beasts just over there. Like, oh, that's neat. Yeah, as a person who wants to get into the film industry, as an actor and such, and a bit of a geek, and Harry Potter, he found the costumes and everything amazing. Knowing that they were filming, it was a good day. It was a good day. I took a lot of pictures. But yes, moving on. I was going to say something. Oh yes, by the way, which is my favourite? I can never really decide. I like the first one because as well began is so charming. I really like Chamber of Secrets. I like Goblet of Fire because not just because of dragons, but I thought it was a cool story. I really liked Order of the Phoenix, and what was it? Yeah. By the way, do I plan to read the books anytime soon? Maybe, but most likely Chamber of Secrets. I like that one. You know, just story, everything. But anyway, Fantastic Beasts. I'm very much looking forward to this because why? I just like the look of it. I like the way Eddie Redmayne looks. I like all. I'm gonna use this to point. So yes, did I like it? Yes, I really did like it. I thought it was a really good film. Did I love it? It's really close to me loving it, but I did really, really like it. I did have a good time with it. I was just thinking this because it was not that long ago. I saw another magic themed movie, Doctor Strange. I think it's better than Doctor Strange. Slightly. I don't know why, but they're both really good films. But maybe I just like Fantastic Beasts just a tiny bit more. But I did really like Doctor Strange. I had a good time with it. But oh man, I'm getting too distracted holding this actually. But yes, okay. Getting to the nitty gritty of it. I didn't write notes. So Fantastic Beasts. Shall I start with characters? Okay, Newt Scamander is probably my favourite character in the movie. Not just because he's the main one, but I kind of relate to the guy. I mean, like, he's a very, very likeable character. He's very likeable, like, and just even though people say, oh, Eddie Redmayne has the same shtick of like acting a bit awkward and whispery and such, but here it works because the character's a bit awkward and shy, and it's not like in Jupiter Ascending where he's like. I can't even remember. I haven't seen that movie in ages. And at least it's not like in a Danish Girl where I have to see his penis on the screen and becoming a woman. That could have been a penis. I don't know. I'm not going to look it up. And yes, quite a theory of everything. Real life Stephen Hawking playing a wizard. And I like him because at the bit when he says where Kowalski says I can't remember what he says, but like in response, Newt Scamander says, I think people find me annoying. I feel exactly like that. I think people find me annoying. And I like that. Just I also really like his fashion sense. I just like the way he's dressed and the weird little skinny bow tie and everything. And I believe he's Hufflepuff, and I did a quiz and it says I'm Hufflepuff. So that's neat. But I kinda want to buy the wand as well. By the way, I could go to the Harry Potter tour again. They're doing the trip again. I'm considering it just to see, because I believe they've added the Fantastic Beasts stuff, even though it's not on the level of like what do you call it, like practical effects as the early Harry Potter films. Like a lot of it was practical. Here, like a lot of it's CG, but costumes and everything. But yes, Newt Scamander I really liked him, and I just related to him quite a bit as well. And obviously I have two, and my other favourite character is the Niffler. If you've seen the movie, you know what I mean. Pretty much the star, the platypus looking thing who likes the shiny things. Yeah, I love them too. But yeah, it's a lot of it. I don't know where to begin. But as for the other characters, Kowalski, love Kowalski. Like as people said, like he's like the audience character. Like like you're put in his shoes, and you just Kowalski. You love Kowalski. And as for like the girls, I can't remember. I believe she's Queenie. I can't remember her name. I mean, they are also really good. And yes, Queenie is very flirtatious and very attractive. If you, in case you wanted to know, so you should go see it then. And her, at one point she does something to Newt, I think for her benefit, and she doesn't apologise for it. I mean, it all works out, but I was expecting if you've seen the movie, you know what I mean. Like, her just go like, sorry about that, almost having that happen to you, but no, and that much out. I just like the look. I don't know why. Like, it's magic in the 1920s, and like just seeing like the moving things on the newspaper, very nostalgic, and just it's like, oh, I miss this. I mean, even though like part of me is like, oh, they should have just. I mean, they ended Harry Potter. Harry Potter was like, I'm sure some people are like, oh, they should have just Harry Potter's done. They should have just stopped at Deathly Hallows. Like, why can't they leave it alone? I knew they couldn't just leave it alone. They have to carry on. But this isn't Harry Potter. This is something different. They're now branching off this like apparently 100-page Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them book, and but yeah, like I don't know why. Just like the most neatest and thing that I loved the most was the fact that he carried a suitcase around and he could just open it and like go down the stairs and he has this whole world and all these beasts in there. And at one point I was like, how did he fit the beasts in there? And then it showed me how like he fit a giant rhinoceros looking thing in his tiny little suitcase. I loved it. But yeah, I'm like all over the place here. But hopefully, I mean, hopefully this is a discussion of it, and but not spoilers. And water. I drink water a bit loudly. I mean, I watched Chris Stuckman's review, and he pointed out before I went and saw it, and there was a point where like near the beginning there's a American flag and it does a little CGI mistake where it, like flickers or like jumps up and jumps down, and there was also an editing mistake where like Eddie Redmayne character and they were bumping into each other, and before they bump into each other, the two shots of them walking towards each other like change really fast. He pointed out, and I looked for it, and yeah, that's it. The movie sucks now. No, it doesn't. But mate, I don't know if they could like they're allowed to just correct it, not tell anyone, and then release it on DVD. But I don't know. But like, as for the Fantastic Beasts themselves, I loved them all. It was very creative. People like link it to Pokemon. Sure, it's like Pokemon if you want. Yeah, and people say a flaw is that like it goes from like Newt Scamander's story to like Colin Farrell and Eric something, the guy's going to play the Flash, and it goes from that story to that story, and one's quite light and one's quite dark. I mean, and to be honest, when it goes back to Colin Farrell and like the guy who plays the Flash, I inside I was like, oh, just go back to Newt Scamander and all that. I'm loving it. Go back to that. And it goes back to like this abuse story and everything. And I mean, it's interesting and dark and everything. But I just want to go back to Newt Scamander. And eventually they meet. It could have been done better. I mean, these completely different things just go psh, and it could have been done better. And at some points, like. It's probably just me, the exposition it goes a bit fast, but that's probably because there's a mixture of like it going a bit fast and Eddie Redmayne whispering a bit and kind of mumbling. I understood him fine for the most part. I heard some people complained, but like when they talk about like actually no, I'm not going to say, but like it's part in a prison cell, and he talks about something that's doing bad things, and I mean the third act, like the climax, it does have a blockbuster Hollywood type of thing, like oh, like the city's being destroyed and like oh, there's big bad things doing this, practically the big cloud thing from Green Lantern, but not so much, or like it's a mixture between that and Venom from Spider-Man 3, yeah, it does have that feel, which none of the other Harry Potter films, it didn't really have that Hollywood studio blockbuster thing, like oh, ending with a portal in the sky thing, which this doesn't have. But yeah, it kind of had that feel. But again, I'm sorry, this is so all over the place. But hopefully, this works as a discussion. Just me picking up picking out things because I never feel I didn't feel I need to write notes. I feel like I have all the information just bleh, vomit on. Yeah, that's not a good analogy, is it? But yeah, where to go next? Where's to go next? But there's two. When I see a movie, it doesn't happen all the time for me to either laugh out loud, like a good belly laugh out loud. But sometimes I'll chuckle, but I feel like I'm pitying the movie and I have to, and I'm obligated to sometimes, or like cry, like properly man cry. It's a man cry, cry like a man. Here I didn't, like, tears flooding down my face, but I was like really close to like tearing up. Not like it was close to the going down here. Well, maybe not, but I was sad. There was a part towards the end, like it's near the end, like a bunch of things are happening with the characters, and the movie did a good job of me liking the characters. I felt connected to these characters, like even though this is the first time I've seen all these characters, by the end I liked them and I felt connected with them, and it didn't feel rushed. Like I liked them and I knew enough about them. I knew their personality. The four main guys and two girls, and just towards the end with these characters, like something is happening between like three of them and one of them, and you feel sad, like legitimately sad. I turned into my friend because I saw it with my friend, and I was looking at him like, this is too much, man. And it's like he's feeling it. He loved the movie, and he's like, he's feeling it, and but still, it was so good just to see, even though it's in America in the 1920s, and like it's not Muggles, it's non-magic people. It very nice and nostalgic to see this again. Nostalgic. I didn't really grow up with the films, and also it was only like a year or so ago I watched them all. But it was just nice to see it all again, even though it was different. And these characters I really liked, even though I think they're already planning like 4 or 5 sequels, that's a bit greedy. Like, oh no, we'll plan 5 sequels. I mean, like, I know obviously they're gonna make more of these, which I'm fine with. But I mean, if they just said sequel to Fantastic Beasts and Where the Final officially announced, yeah, they're making a second one, I'd expect that. But like already going like, oh yeah, we're gonna make 5, even though like it's not like the Harry Potter films, like, oh, there's 4 books, so we already know we're going to make 4 movies. Like, no, there's only 1 book, so they're already gone like, oh yeah, we're going to make 5 more, 4 more. But yeah, which I found. By the way, at the core of the movie is about him finding the beast that was set loose. He missed one. I mean, it's not a beast. I don't know if you could count it as a beast. It's a bug. It's an insect. He sees it flying around. He spots it twice, which I'm surprised because New York is pretty darn big, and this thing is like this small. And that's, I don't know, just teasing him like, hey, you can see me? Okay, I'm off now. You can't catch me. And he says, oh yeah, I caught them all. Even though now there's that one. This bug. This bug could have been like, what did that bug do? Oh yeah, it stings people and they become zombies and they bite other people and like it's a zombie apocalypse. Maybe that's the next movie. He's leaving and they're like, wait, I forgot one. That could have been the after question. I forgot one. Newt Scamander will return, like it's a Marvel movie. Newt Scamander will return in the Avengers. Doctor is combining with Doctor Strange. Did you see that Graham Norton thing? And that was hilarious. There was also a Children Need thing where, Newt Scamander, Eddie Redmayne in costume was talking to the Doctor. Doctor Who, Doctor Strange, Newt Scamander, they cross over, brilliant. One of them is Sherlock, with my Stephen Moffat. It links in so many ways. But yes. He forgot one. Even though I don't know if it counts as a beast. And sorry if that's a spoiler, but he forgot the little bug one. It probably did nothing. But anywho, oh yeah. Oh wait, you also forgot another. There was like a. I don't know if it is, but I know it's like when it's showing all the beasts loose. There was like a a camouflaging little monkey one. Oh no, wait. Oh yeah, he caught that one. Yeah, he caught that one. My mistake. But what else? Oh yeah, also to point out, there's a part where like something Newt Scamander's separated with his case thanks to Colin Farrell, and the way he shouts, like as an animal lover myself, I like my cats, so maybe that's another relation to him. I just related to his personality a bit, even though I'm probably a bit more goofy, a bit more Disney goofy. But still, I really felt that. Like, if you know what I mean, like where Newt Scamander's shouting because it has something to do with his case, but ugh. What else? What else? I'm gonna stop it because I want to say everything I want to say. I mean, I can say Kowalski, really sweet, just to emphasise that, and I mean, at times I'm like, I'll get back to the finding the Fantastic Beasts and the magic. I mean, a lot of it, you know, is like in Muggle territory. Muggle because I'm British, so I have to say Muggle. But yeah, a lot of it is like, I mean, more magic and Fantastic Beast finding would have been appreciated, and also, like I said, you know, it could have been done better between, you know, the Newt Scamander stuff and the other, you know, the kid who played the Flash stuff, and you know, and quoting from Jeremy Johns, pacing. There was some pacing issues, like, okay, get back to this or that, but you know, I wasn't bored. I wouldn't say. No, I very much enjoyed it. Like I wish, like would have wished it could have been like, you know, between those two storylines a bit better, and maybe a bit more Fantastic Beast finding and time with this and that. But overall, I really did enjoy it, and it was good to see it all again, even though, you know, it's not in the same you know, decade, let alone country. But yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of Newt Scamander. I like these characters. I really like Newt Scamander, the look, how he acts, all of it. And you know, can't wait to see more of him, because, you know, guess we are. And yeah, I don't know where to find these beasts though. I've been looking everywhere. Didn't tell me. But by the way, a relevant thing. But before the movie started, they actually played a little advertisement for the Harry Potter tour, and it was funny, not like in a intentional way, but because the ad people they got the actors they put in the trailer were so cheesy and kind of bad. Like, wow, I'm on platform 9 3/4. Oh my gosh, we're in front of the Potter train. They didn't say Potter train, but they you know what it's actually called. Like, wow, this is where they filmed it. I can't believe I'm in the Great Hall. Oh, but yeah. How to wrap up? Okay, wrapping up. Newt Scamander, likable. I saw myself in him a lot because he loved these creatures so much, and I just found it so neat. The suitcase thing, I just found so neat and magical. The most, I don't know why, I just like that. It was so cool, like just carrying around this whole little laboratory. It's not really a laboratory, and just like knocking it, and he opens it, and like going down the stairs, and like Muggle worthy, and just I really like Newt Scamander, and also all the other characters like Kowalski, sweet Queenie, just so flirtatious, and her, even though she's just like, I don't know what's the word, like she really likes her job. And she worries a lot, and just the look and the feel and the world. Even though we've kind of been in this world before, and obviously, you know, links to stuff that happened in the Harry Potter films. I mean, it feels different, but it's not different. It's weird because like it is odd, and also it does have a bit of the Hollywood blockbuster climax stuff, but. And also a bit with the pacing and, like, you know, these two things and linking, and you know, a bit more of like I mean, it had enough. It could have done more with the actual Fantastic Beasts and Muggle finding, and it could have focused on some things a bit more and a bit more detail on this. But overall, it was good. I really did like it. And what else? Something else. Something. Like I said, those two editing shots, but that's just a nitpick. But yeah, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Looking forward to more of it. Really did like it and enjoyed it. I just really like, just the premise and look and the characters and everything. So, and I just did. But yeah, and I got the feels in there too. Music was also good, and the effects, pretty good effects. And the design. That's what I think. That's what I should probably say besides look. And it's also quite funny at moments, I'd say. It's quite funny, thanks to that little Niffler. Sounds like a Dr. Seuss thing. What else? I'm just like scanning through the whole thing in my mind. But yeah. Overall, it was a good time. It was a good time. As for Colin Farrell, he was really good. As for the actual villain, they talked about the villain way at the beginning, and then at the end oh no, there he is. I mean, I didn't forget, but oh yeah, no, he's the thing they mentioned at the beginning. That happened now. And by the way, the villain reveal, it kind of borrows from a certain villain reveal from Goblet of Fire. I mean, I'm not saying it's ripping it off. It's from the same creators, and it's written by J.K. Rowling, so she can do whatever the bloody hell she wants. Really, she's J.K. Rowling. But yes, and I think it does quite well in standing on its own, because it's it's based on a short little 100-page book. It doesn't have Daniel Radcliffe or anything, and it's not even in the same. It's not even in British wizardry and everything, and it does it good, I say. Sure, there's a few flaws. I mean, a lot of people are giving it saying, oh, it was alright. I mean, Rotten Tomatoes said 77%. I saw some reviews that said it's really awesome and stuff like that. I really did like it. It's close to me loving it. But I just want to see more of this, But and I might see it again in 3D, because not IMAX 3D, because I don't know where to go for that, and also it's more expensive and might not be worth it. Even if people say it is, I'll probably see it again in 3D. Maybe my opinion probably won't change. But yeah. And another point from a review that I agree with, even if you haven't seen any of the Harry Potter films, this movie doesn't rely on that. It doesn't constantly reference characters oh, he's the great grandson of bloody Severus Snape. I butchered Severus there, and not I butchered his name. I didn't actually butcher him. Bloody butcher shop or whatever. Though seeing the films does help though, so because the movie's not just going to stop to tell you what a Muggle is. It does help. It definitely helps, and introduce you to the wizarding world. It helps, but you know what I mean. Hopefully you do. It helps, but it does stand on its own. It helps, knowing the knowledge of wizarding world and everything. But yes, it doesn't rely on it, and it tries to stand on its own. There's hints. There's hints and Easter eggs and everything, sure, but it doesn't rely on it. But overall, the movie could have done better. Yes, it could. There are flaws. But better-wise improvements is mostly thanks to pacing, I'd say, and focus, or maybe something like that. And hopefully, I actually feel like that, and I'm not just ripping that off from another review. I think about, yeah, that is true. It could have focus and no, not for laptop things. I'm speaking to it. I'm not speaking to it, and it could have focused more, pacing, and connecting these two things together more. But I would invested. I was invested, I'd say. Again, I keep saying over and again, I really did like it. There was flaws, but again, I liked it. I want to say it's awesome, amazing. I loved it, but I feel like I'm being like really forgiving, and I'm pushing myself to say that like I'm being too lenient. But again, I'm positive about it. My God, stop hassling me. You're not. None of you really care. Maybe some of you do. What am I doing? I mean, going back to, practical effects and like how a lot of it's CG is good CG, but you do notice it's a green screen at times, but again, that's just a nitpick, like the editing thing. That was thankfully pointed out by Chris Stuckman, because I don't know if I would have noticed it. But, I mean, like I said with Focus earlier, like the Fantastic Beasts, like, I kind of wish it focused on, the Fantastic Beasts finding more and kind of spending time with it, mainly because I liked it so much, and the beasts did look really cool. It were quite creative. Some of them is just a massive bird, or like just a rhino that looks a bit odd, and a platypus. They look very similar to just like, I don't know, other animals. Like one is a giant snake, but like slightly weird looking. But I kind of wish it focused on that more instead of like. Still, like, I knew the movie could have just been about him finding the beast and like spending time with the beast. Like there was a bigger picture sort of thing, but more time spent with that. But I knew it had to do other things, and that other thing it could have linked to more. And that's just with the Flash thing. But as for the bigger picture with like the council and everything, that was done good. Looking up in space. But yeah, I think I've said enough. I've said enough. What's the outro? You've been watching. Goodbye, Screen Watchers. Another Screen Watcher like you. You've been watching Deano Reviews. Another Screen Watcher like you. There you go. This video's been very rambly, very all over the place. But hopefully it's not too long. But yeah, I really did enjoy it. Good night. Review us over Patronum. Oh man. Sorry, Dumbledore. Sad you did, but I just got you on the spoilers. Probably know that by now. Oh my! I'm on my knees. I was gonna leave, but that's just embarrassing. It's done. It's over. I just thought I'd use this one last time. Thought I'd make a funny gag, and I've humiliated myself. I'm sorry you had to witness that. You're probably all gone by now. What's even the point?